Hello everyone, it is me, TheGamingDusty, and welcome to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's Continuum DLC review. Now, to get started, I'd just like to say DLC 2 is good. The first one was not very good at all. I have not played Raven the Redwoods, which is the zombie mode, so I cannot tell you if that's good or bad. I'll be streaming that later, and I'll give you a review on that later, just so you know. But the 4 multiplayer maps, Dominion, Neon, Renaissance, and Noir, they're okay. And by that I mean Noir is okay. Neon and Renaissance are they're maps. They're not good at all, but they're not bad at all. They are maps. They're not going to sink into your memory forever. Unlike Dominion, which will go down as arguably one of the worst DLC maps in my opinion ever. It was terrible. Also, before this video gets started, I just wanted to tell you what's going on in some of the gameplay here. All of the maps, except for the zombies and archive, I was able to be on Elite Shot's stream. So that was pretty cool, and you will see him in the kill feeds on those videos. Now, without saying anything else, let's dive into this. So to get things started, let's start with the multiplayer itself. We're going to start with the map Scrap. This is an extremely fun map. Here is the map layout. As you can see, it's a mainly 2-lane map. You know, there's not a main third lane, it's just a bunch of tunnels, which would remind you of Hard Hat. It's just a big circle with a room that everyone likes to hide in. And that's not a bad thing. It is a bigger map. But because it's 2 lanes, you're still constantly seeing someone. You know, you don't go a whole minute without seeing anyone because you're on the first lane, but everyone's on the middle and third lane. That's not a thing. You either see someone or your game's broken. And that's good. I like well-paced big maps, and this is one of them. Now you may have heard that there's a weird gimmick with this map, and that is correct. There are 2 cranes on this map that have big magnets, and when you fly into the magnetic current, you get sucked up, you turn upside down, and then you're up in the air shooting down on people. And while you think this would be a good thing, it's actually not, which is why I think it's actually a good map. You know, you think tons of people are going to be on these magnets, and I'll just be getting destroyed from this camping spot. That is wrong, because it's actually bad for you to get up there. When you're upside down, your controls get inverted, it messes with your brain, and you just can't do very well up there, so not a lot of people actually do it. Everyone yesterday streaming, everyone tried it maybe once or twice, couldn't do it, and just stopped. In the gameplay you're watching right now, not one person got on the magnet because they understood that's bad. It's actually a bad thing. So it's more of an inconvenience when you're flying around the map than an actual strategic thing to do. And I do enjoy the fact that there are no campers on those. Next is the map to Arista. Now this is the worst map out of the bunch we got, but by no means is it a super bad map. What you have to look for are campers. There are tons of corners on this map, and it is a big map. It is Dominion size. It is a good size map. However, it has clutter. It's not like Dominion where the middle of it is just open, snipers everywhere. No, there is an open middle, but there's still stuff to hide behind. So you have a chance to kill the snipers that are in the windows, or you have a chance to get the campers out there, and that kind of stuff. So because it's campy, and it is big, and it is slow, and there's a chance you can go a couple minutes without even seeing anyone, it kind of breaks that fast-paced movement that you're used to in this game, especially with the new DLC. You know, all the maps are small, and then you have this. It just breaks the mood you're in, breaks the speed of things you're doing, and it does hurt the game in my opinion, but not like Dominion did. So that's why, while it isn't the best map in the DLC, it's not a super bad map. And unlike Scrap, this has no weird gimmicks to it. It's just an open map, there's some indoor, there's some mostly outdoor, go on a killing spree. So that is another thing that helps it, because there is no weird gimmick to it. Which is a good thing to see, that they're not pushing gimmicks, unlike Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. Next is the map Archive, and this is a pretty standard map. It is a building, there's some outside to it, no gimmicks. It's a pretty standard map in that way. It's an art museum and a courtyard. You fight for the building, there you go. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty decent sized map. It's not big, but it's not small. It's a medium sized map. And because of that, while there is 3 lanes, you don't go a long time without seeing anyone. If you do, it's probably not a lot of people playing, or it's just people are doing weird things. But if they're just going up and down the corridors or camping in the building, you will see people. And because it's campy, you think, oh, it's going to be terrible. But there are tons of ways to get into the main building. Your team has to be spot on. You know, every single one with a mic, all of them try-harding for them to actually hold down that building. It's not hard to overthrow them at all. So because of that, it is a good map. And I'd actually put this as the second best map in my opinion. It is good. It's fun, fast-paced. It's not too cluttered. It looks good. I enjoy Archive a lot. Now, of course, I've saved the best for last. Excess, the recreation of the Modern Warfare 2 map, Rust. This map is good in both games. It fits in Infinite Warfare. You might not think it would, but it does. It allows for creative wall running, for creative movement. But you can also barely use the movement system at all. They added 2 small buildings to it, and didn't change really anything else. And that's just for the spawn. And just like with Nuketown from Black Ops 3, they oversized everything to allow for the new movement system. But altogether, they didn't really change all that much. Which is good. They didn't do what they did to Shipment and Ghosts. They kept it the same. They didn't change how you play it. You still fight for the middle and the top of the map, and if you can hold it down, you're probably going to win. And that's why this map is good. It brings us back to the days of Call of Duty before the spawn system got changed in Modern Warfare 3. Because after Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 3, spawn trapping was nearly impossible, because people's feelings got hurt when you were good enough to do that. A good, close Call of Duty game back then was when both teams were good enough to spawn trap. But of course, when both teams are good enough to do that, it doesn't happen. The war stays in the middle because they're constantly bantering and trying to push each other back. If you and your team were bad enough to get spawn trapped, you deserved it. But because people didn't like losing, they wanted that to change. And unfortunately, Call of Duty listened. Now, since Infinity Ward seemed to take that away with Modern Warfare 3, with this map, they've kind of given us that back. Well, yes, the spawn system didn't actually change. Spawns are constantly flipping. Because it's a small map, that doesn't matter. If you're good, you can pick up on the spawn system. You can figure out how it works, where they're going to spawn next. And you can destroy them as soon as they spawn. That's why this map is good. Without actually changing the new Call of Duty movement system, they've made it feel like an old Call of Duty. It shows us what this game could have been, and what the next 2 DLCs could be like. So while the first DLC failed at getting me hyped, call me sufficiently hyped for DLC 3 and 4. I am excited to see what Infinite Warfare brings us next. All because of a simple recreation of Rust. Before I go, I just want to give you my quick thoughts on Shaolin Shuffle. While I do not have gameplay, I do have a live stream of me playing it. I'll put that in the description, and while it is 3 hours, I give you permission to thumb through it, because I don't expect you to watch all 3 hours of me playing the maps for the first time and the zombies. I think we got to like round 17. I did okay for my first round, but I do have to say I do like this better than Zombies in Spaceland. I have not played Raven the Redwoods yet. I will be streaming that soon, but for now, I can only put Shaolin Shuffle next to Spaceland because I've not played that one. But with that said, what do you think about this video? What do you think about the DLC? And are you going to get it? Have you gotten it? What map is your favorite? Do you like zombies? Do you like this new zombies map? Tell me in the description. And of course, a like would be appreciated. And if you like this video, subscribe. I'm slowly putting out more. I'm not the most frequent poster. I'm in college. I just got a new job. so I'm not going to be the most frequent poster, but I do put hard work into these videos, and if you do like them, then please subscribe. There is plenty more content coming out. And as usual, have a wonderful day.